This is Healthy Habits. When I was growing up, my grandparents had a large garden. They grew their own vegetables. They had the milkman, the bread man, and the ice man. And basically everything that they ate came from what they grew. They probably really didn't have to do too much food shopping at the supermarket. Today, we all need to go to the supermarket in order to feed our families, ourselves, our children. And it's very challenging. I get my cart and you don't even hardly get in the building and the whole entry aisle is covered in cakes and pastries and cookies and cupcakes before you even get to the bakery. And then you have to go inside and figure out what you're going to buy to feed your family or yourself or your loved one or your children. And the thing about food today is so much of it is so processed. There is such a problem with sugar and sodium. Sodium is like my pet peeve. But if you do what I do and start reading labels on the packaging that you're buying, on a box, on a jar, on a package, you might be surprised at what you read. There are things like sugar, sodium, MSG, soy, PEG, all kinds of things, cadmium. And some of it I don't even know what it is. PEG, polyethylene glycol, is made from petroleum and it's in a lot of products. The problem with MSG is people react to it. Some people, if they ingest MSG, they can't sleep at night. I had a problem at one time with sulfites that gave me a blistering headache. Nut allergies can be life-threatening. So what do? Well, what I did in the last 5 years, and this took a while, is I started reading packaging labels. Read what the ingredients are in the foods you're buying. You might surprise yourself. And I found that there are ways to get around buying things with ingredients that you can't pronounce, never mind know what they are. There are substitutions that I can offer. There are other things that you can do to avoid eating foods with things in it that you really don't want to have. Sugar is a big one. And I know from an experience with a family member that had a diabetes problem. And in their late 50s, they went blind from diabetes and continued to live for another 15 years. This is a person who actually had sight all their life and lived the last 15 years of their life blind from diabetes. It was awful. We want to avoid this. We want to avoid why I don't really understand why so many foods have to have such high amounts of sodium in them. I take care of seniors and I don't like to see seniors eating a lot of sodium. So the whole idea is that you want to start reading the labels. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. We have a tendency to buy the same things over and over again when we food shop. So it gives you an opportunity to come home, read the packaging maybe when you get home and figure out whether maybe you want to look for something different. And in future videos, I'll be giving you some ideas of substitutions and ways that I avoid some of the things that I don't want in the food that I eat. And so my next video is, I had to decide whether to do it on sugar or sodium, but it's going to be on sugar. I'm going to show you a very interesting way to look at it. So be watching for that Healthy Habits video. So please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. And thank you for watching.